Hello, dear students. Welcome back to the yet another session on income from business and profession. Let us see another problem. The problem is like this. Following is the profit and loss account of Mr. Subhash for the year ending 31st March 2020. ಮೊದಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕಲಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಐಟಮ್ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಏನು ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ನಾನ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಕೂಡ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ನಾನ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಕೂಡ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಟ್ರೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಈ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಈ ರೆವಿನ್ಯೂ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಸೊ ಅದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ನಾನ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇದ್ದ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೆವಿನ್ಯೂ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, ನಾನ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ನಾನ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಗೆ ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಂತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಅನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ವಾಪಸ್ ಆ ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಗೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು identify the business incomes and business expenditures, we have to see the item one by one. So establishment 4,800 is there. So it is assumed that it is related to business. So usually small expenditures included incurred in the business. So it is allowable. Rent, rates and taxes 2,900 is debited in the profit and loss account. But we have to see the additional information for the precise treatment, okay, that we are going to see a little later. General charges 750 is there. Again, for what these general charges are charged, that we have to see. If something is there in the additional information, accordingly we have to treat. If nothing is there, we can consider it as business expenditure. Household expenses 51,730 is there. So anyhow, the name itself indicates that it is expenditure related to the house. Okay, so it is not to be included in the profit and loss account of the business. So we have to add back this expenditure to the net profit. Commission in the regular course of business, commission paid or commission received, both are quite often arises. So commission paid, it is allowable because it is mentioned in the debit side, means it is expenditure, it is commission allowed or commission given. Okay, if it is commission received, then they would have recorded or they could have recorded in the credit side of the profit and loss account. Then discount allowed, discount in the profit and loss account means discount is given, it is allowable. And provision for bad debts, it is not allowed. Okay, any provision, it is not allowed. Postage and telegram, it is allowed in the business. So businessman needs to post something or needs to send or needs to communicate, right? So he has to send invoices, he has to communicate something, he has to query, right? In the course of business, maybe he has to put tender and all. Okay, so he has to post. So it is allowable business expenditure. Law charges, again 450 rupees are there, and with regarding to what, they have not given. For what purpose these law charges are incurred, now they are not given. If the specific purpose is there, accordingly we have to treat, otherwise we can consider it as business expenditure. Then advertising, again 1,550. We have to look after the additional information given in the problem, okay, that we are going to see little later. Then local taxes on house property, it is not allowed. Okay, of course that we have to consider while calculating the income from house property. From the gross annual value, we are supposed to deduct this local tax as municipal taxes paid. Okay, but here in the business there is no connection with this property with the business, so we have to add back rupees 360 to the net profit. Then sales tax paid 1,450 is given, debited in the profit and loss account. As I said earlier, sales taxes are allowable as business expenditure. Then repairs and renewals 630 is there in the bracket, they have given not for business premises. That means I think they are not related to the business, maybe probably they are related to the house property, so it is not to be considered here. And for the confirmation, we have to see the additional information. So Very soon we are going to discuss about the additional information. Okay, for the time being, let us consider it as a non-business expenditure, and we have to add this to the net profit, and we are going to confirm it only after discussing the additional information. Loss on sale of motor car used for private purpose they have given, so it is not allowed. We have to add back. Life insurance premium, it is not related to business, so it's an insurance premium. If it is insurance premium on business, maybe fire insurance or maybe any other general insurance which is related to the business, then we must consider it as business expenditure. But since the insurance premium was paid on life of the assessee, life insurance, there is no connection with the life of the assessee with the business. Okay, so it is not a business expenditure. We have to add back. Then interest on capital, this is also not allowed. We have to add back. Audit fee, it is allowable as business expenditure. Interest on bank loan, that we have to see for what purpose bank loan has been taken. Okay, so what is the purpose of bank loan, whether it is a personal purpose or it is the business purpose. So accordingly we have to give treatment. Now let us consider the credit side of the profit and loss account. Interest on government securities 5,400 is given, so it is the income from other source and not an income from business and profession. Rent from house property, again income from house property. Then profit on sale of shares, short term is given, so it's a capital gain, so not to be included in the profit and loss account. Now let us further consider few items of profit and loss account here. Okay, so debit side, provision for depreciation, it is not allowed. Provision for income tax, it is not allowed, and additional informations are there. So let us consider one by one additional informations. First one is actual bad debts written off during the year amount to rupees 550. Now there are bad debts are there, so they are not I believe debited in the profit and loss account. See here, bad debts are not debited in the profit and loss account, but they have occurred after the closure of all the books of accounts. So because of that reason, so they have mentioned in the additional information. ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಈ ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಬರುದು ಯಾವಾಗ, ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆದ ನಂತರ, ಈವನ್ ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಾದ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೆಲವು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಅಕೌಂಟೆಂಟ್ಗೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಕೆಲವು ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಗಳು ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಫೈನಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಇನ್ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ ಡೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆದ ನಂತರ ರೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಈಗ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟೆಡ್. Then amount of income tax actually paid during the year 4,200. So there is no connection with the income tax paid here. So it can be left as it is. Okay, no treatment is required. Then depreciation allowable is 1,700 as per the income tax rules. So it must be deducted because it is related to the business. Depreciation is related to the business, and as per income tax rules they have given, so it is deductible. Then advertising expenses includes rupees 550 spent on special advertising campaign to open a new shop in the market. Now the nature of this expenditure is not given, but it is specific. It is an advertising expenditure, so it is related to the business. Again, they have given a new shop in the market, so slight confusion may be there whether we have to include this item here in this income from in this profit and loss account or in the account of that shop only. So like that, so a slight confusions may be there, but we have to include in the include here only in the income from business and profession. While calculating, we have to include here only. Then law charges are in connection with the protection of a trademark. So here this is allowable expenditure. Law charges are in connection with the protection of a trademark is given. Trademark is related to business, so it is allowable expenditure. ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, law charges for personal things, it is not deductible. Okay, so ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾನೆ, law charges ಇದೆ, ಲಾಯರ್ಗೆ ಫೀಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, it is not deductible, right? ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಪೆನಾಲ್ಟಿ ಕಟ್ಟಿದಾನೆ, ಸೊ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ, ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪೆನಾಲ್ಟಿ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ, ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವನ್ ಅದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಸೊ ಅದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. Then Mr. Subbu carries on his business from rented premises, half of which is used as his residence. Rent, rates and taxes include 2,400 as rent of premises during the year. Okay, fine. So whatever rent paid. So the slight error is there here. Okay. Whatever rent they have debited in the profit and loss account. See here, rent, rates and taxes 2,900. So proportionately we have to consider 50% business and 50% personal. So here 2,900 into 1/2 means 1,450. We have to add back to the net profit as a non-business expenditure. Then further bank loan is taken for business purpose. Fine. So in that situation, the whatever bank loan interest is there, so that must be considered as business expenditure and not any other expenditure which is not related to the business. But here they have given specifically it is for business purpose, so the bank loan is allowable. Now let us move further towards the computation of business income. Net profit as per profit and loss account is 86,440. To this we have to add disallowed items. First one is rent, rates and taxes. Okay, now here there are certain confusions because earlier they have given 2,900 as rent, rates and taxes, but in the additional information they have given the rent, rates and taxes include 2,400 as for the premises. Okay, half of the rent, rates and taxes are paid as a for the premises, and total amount of payment of rent and taxes will stand at 2,400. So we have to consider the 2,400 only. So 2,400 into 1/2. So that means we'll be getting 1,200. Then household expenses, as I said earlier, we have to add back provision for bad debt 1,200. We have to add back local tax on house property. We have to add back 360 rupees. Then repairs and renewals 630. We have to add back loss on sale of motor car, so which is used for personal purpose. We have to add back, and unless otherwise any loss, even if the motor car was used for the business purpose also, such a loss are not to be considered. Okay, so they must be added back 1,800. Then LIC premium, it is for personal use, personal, added back. Then interest on capital 1,090, so it must be added back. Then provision for depreciation, it must be added back. Provision for income tax act must be added back. The next we have to deduct allowable expenses and which are not allowed so far. Bad debts written off. So during the year they observe, after the closure of books of accounts, they observe that there is a bad debt write off of 550, so that must be deducted. And allowable depreciation as per income tax rule 1,700 is there, that must be deducted. Then we must consider the income which is to be treated separately, so which is credited in the profit and loss account. So under that, first one is interest on government securities 5,400, rent from house property 6,000, and profit on sale of shares 5,000. So altogether the amount is 16,400, and if we do all the additions and deductions, we'll be getting 1,33,990 as business income. Now let us little proceed further to calculate gross total income. So again in this problem we have only 3 heads of income. Income from house property is there, business income is there, capital gain is there. Sorry, four heads of incomes are there, and other source of income is also there. So under income from house property, first rent received they have given in the problem. From this rent received we have to deduct local taxes paid, and annual value will be getting 5,640. And from final 5,640, if we deduction under section 24, a standard deduction of 1,692, will be getting 3,948 as a income from house property. Then business income already we have calculated, the value is 1,33,990. Then capital gain, short-term capital gain already we have calculated rupees 5,000, and income from other source, interest on government securities. So now you may ask, sir, where we have calculated and how we calculated short-term capital gain. See here, you have to just observe. That's it. Okay. While explaining the problem, I've told you that this profit on sale of shares. So it's a short-term capital gain. Okay. Short-term specifically they have given. ಯಾವುದೇ financial asset ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ easily convertible into cash. Okay. ಅಂತ asset ಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಡ್ಯೂರೇಷನ್ 12 months ಇರ್ತದೆ. 12 months ಒಳಗಡೆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ 12 months ನ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಗೇನ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. 1 ವರ್ಷದ ನಂತರ 12 months ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಇದು ಯಾವಾಗ ಫಿನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ. ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಗೇನ್ ಇದೆ, ಆವಾಗ ನೀವು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಾಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಅದರ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟೀಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅದರ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ತೋರಿಸಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಇಸ್ 1,48,338. Now with this I am going to conclude today's session with the hope of seeing you all in the offline classes very soon. Okay, soon after this class, maybe in the next week the offline classes may resume. Okay, we'll see you all with the positive hope of seeing you all in the offline classes. I'm going to wind up today's session. We'll see you on Monday. Thank you.